Greetings, everybody. This is Keith Circuit Financial Solutions. And I'm just here today um, to kind of talk a little bit about something that was on my mind. Excuse the hat. It's kind of a little frosty in my office here. I do have a space heater, but I just don't feel like turning it on right now. So I know it'll get too hot if I turn on the space heater. So, I'm trying to stay warm in my office here. It's not too cold, but And then also the second reason why I got on the hat is because all these young barbers. My barber left and went out of town, and I'm actively seeking a barber. You know what I'm saying? And I done went to a couple of places, and they've been trying to take my hairline back. You know, and at this age, I can't have that. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't take my hairline back. I'm not gonna let y'all do it. Okay, so. Um, not saying that it's bad. It's not bad or anything like that. But my barber used to notice that I had like like blonde hair. I have blonde hair and it's in the front. And he would line that up instead of like taking it back and cutting the blonde hair and trying to take my hairline back. So it's a twofold street where I got on my hat. Maybe that's TMI, but I just feel like that's important information to me right now. He's at 40 years old. I need every inch that I can get with this hairline. So, but the conversation today and what I wanted to talk about was something that I heard from one of my favorite people. We was having a conversation, and the person was like, "Yeah, you know, people love to go out and get what they want, but then they have to beg for what they need." You know what I'm saying? And that just struck me. I was like, "Wow, that was a great quote." I understood exactly what you were saying right when you said it, and the moment you said it, we was using it to a context to something that was going on, and I got it. I understood it. But when I started to think more about it, I was like, "That's something that's huge in the African American community." That's something that definitely needs to be talked about. So, especially being in the situation that I'm in an insurance business, and in our business that quote is massive. You know, one of the reasons why it's massive is because of the situation that African Americans are in this country right now. The first thing is that we are at the bottom of the totem pole as far as median income. Right now, we have 45,000 in median income, and when you think about that, that means that half of the population is below that number, and the other half is above it. Now, at the top, you have the Asians. Their median income is $99,862, I think. Right, so we at the bottom of the totem pole. Um, you know, Mexican Americans are above us, and European Americans are above us as well. Okay, so we kind of at the bottom with that. Second thing is that 18.8% of us are in poverty. Now, that's the highest poverty rate as well. And Mexican Americans are at 15%. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think they have 15%. Um, and Asian Americans and European Americans are at around 7% at the most. Now, the good thing about that is that in 1960, before the Civil Rights Act, and before Brown versus Board of Education and all that type of stuff, we was at 40% poverty. So that number has dropped, but we still have the highest poverty rate in the country. Now, here's the jaw dropper, and it's reasons behind all this. But here's the jaw dropper: is that we spend the most money. We spend $1.4 trillion a year. Okay, $1.4 trillion a year, and when you talk about how much money that is, you can compare it to the gross domestic product of other countries, and the gross domestic product is basically the amount of money that a country spends within its own economy in the year. Okay, so let me pull up this real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Got this right, and this is off of one of my presentations that I have. So I just kind of want to show you guys um, I just want to show you guys the actual slide here. But yeah, smile, right? Nothing wrong with smiling. Uh oh, trying to get there. What's going on, bruh? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna share it again. My bad, y'all. Share it again. I should have had it ready. I'm tripping. I'm wilding, wasting time. So look, here it is. All right, here's the gross domestic product of the whole entire world, and it's the graph is shaped like the world. But basically, what this is just showing us again is that it's showing us how much money a country spends within a year. And as you can see, us as African Americans, we spend more money than every single African nation, not combined, but every single African nation. As you can see down on the bottom right, in the purple is Africa. The top left is Asia, and we spend more money than the Philippines, than Malaysia, than Hong Kong. If you look down to the bottom left, we spend more money than Mexico. We spend more money than Argentina and South America. We spend more money than Australia or close to it. We also spend more money than a lot of European countries like Belgium, Sweden. We spend more money than Spain. I mean, we on the same level as Spain. So, that kind of gets back to my point of get what you want, or we love to spend. We love to spend. We love to, you know, we consumers, right? But the thing is that, every single week, every couple of days, you know, I'm always on Facebook and I'm seeing people putting up posts about GoFundMe's for life insurance policies or GoFundMe's for different issues in their life, or they gotta sell dinners for life insurance. They gotta do this, they gotta do that, they gotta do this, they gotta do that, right? So um, we got to get out of that mentality of always getting what we want when we want it, but then having to beg for what we need. Now, life insurance is something different, okay? Because what it does is it puts the guts back into your financial picture or your financial plan, or your financial planning, or even your portfolio if you invest, if you invest in your money, or if you trade in, or whatever people be doing nowadays, right? Crypto coins and all of this stuff, right? Life insurance, it puts the guts into any plan that you have, and that's an acronym that I use because it helps me remember that the G stands for guarantees. One of the main guarantees in your life and in everybody's life is that you're gonna die. That's a guarantee. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I'm here to tell you, my bad. I ain't trying to blow up. I mean, I'm making this video at 5:43. I'm not trying to blow up your. You might got home and got you some dinner, you eating some Fruit Loops or something, a snack. Sorry, right? You're gonna die. Okay. There's no one who made it out of here alive. Okay. Unfortunately, you know the house is against you, my friend. You know what I'm saying? You rolling the dice, the house is against you. Okay. So it's a guarantee that that's gonna happen. So we got to make sure that we are, um, you know, how can I put it? Not investing, but we're like protecting our, that's like a guarantee. Like that's something that if you're gonna gamble on something, why wouldn't you gamble on a guarantee? Okay. Not only that, some of life insurance products have guarantees in them. They have guaranteed death benefits if you pay your premium. Some of them have a guaranteed level premium, meaning that the policy never will go up on you in price. And some of them have guaranteed cash value growth. It all depends on what type of product you're looking for. But in a nutshell, life insurance contains guarantees. The U in guts stands for up in value. It's one of the only products that has a guarantee that it's going to go up in value. Okay, depending on the product, but most of them do. They have guaranteed cash value growth, and that's inside of the contract. Whereas if you put money in, it's a guarantee that it's going to grow. It might not be a super huge return, but it is a return on your money. I don't like to call it an investment because investments you can't lose money, and that's the other thing about up in value is that you know the money that you put into a life insurance policy can never go backwards. It's not like a stock market where If you have a negative returns, that balance that you had went down. Life insurance, that's not the case. It has to go up in value. It can never go backwards. That cash value in your policy can never go backwards. The only way it's going backwards is if you pulling out of it. Okay. That's what the U stands for. The T stands for tax friendly. It has a tax free death benefit, which means that when you pass away, the money that is paid out to your family is tax free. It has tax deferred growth inside. So that money that you're putting in, that cash value is growing tax deferred, meaning that you're not paying taxes on it as it grows, right? It's a tax free income. So when you need to pull from the policy, okay, it's coming back to you tax free as well. So when you need cash, you don't have to pay taxes on this money that you've put into the policy or the gains that you've received. You can pull from it tax free. Okay. So it is tax friendly. That's the T. The S stands for safe. Okay. Being that, you know, you don't have to worry about the stock market. You don't have to worry about you putting your money into something and it's not going to be there for you. Now, sometimes it takes a little bit of time for that cash value to grow, depending on the type of product that you have or depending on the interest rate that you receive. But it's safe. You don't have to worry about taking a loss. Okay. And again, the most important safety component of it is that it protects your family or it protects your business interests or it protects your business. You know what I'm saying? If something happened to you or to your business partner and y'all had a policy or a buy sell agreement, right? Business can continue to move forward and you won't have to do business with that other person's spouse. Okay, because you can pay them off with the life insurance policy. And I'm always on here talking about how life insurance can help your family, right? It can pay off your house, make sure you have a burial, make sure your kids can go to college. Make sure that your significant other won't be in the streets or nobody will come in and take advantage of your household. Okay, so life insurance puts the guts back into your portfolio. It puts the guts back into your financial plan, and you know, real men know. It take a lot of guts to take care of your family on a regular basis, to take care of your family on an annual basis. You gotta have some guts. You gotta do things that you don't want to do. You gotta sacrifice. And sometimes we look at life insurance as a bill, but it's really just a sacrifice, and it's a love letter to your family as well, right? So remember, the quote here is, let's make sure that we understand the concept of getting what we want and then having to beg for what we need. Like I said before, our spending habits are out of control. But the one thing that we can do, I can't sit here and tell you how to spend your money. I can't tell you what to save your money into. I can, but a lot of the times people don't listen. They do what they feel. They do what their heart tell them to do. Okay, some people come up in bad situations and they just feel like, they want to look good. They want to feel good. They want to purchase the most expensive things because they never had anything or that makes them feel worth something. And that's fine. But if you're going to do that, right, don't go and buy the $3,000 purse, but only have a $2,500 life insurance policy. You know what I'm saying? Include that in your spectrum of worth because that's really how much you're worth when you think about it. You know, um, one of one of my agent friends back in the day told me this, and I didn't really understand it. And I'm gonna get off with this, but he was explaining to me that people should only have as much life insurance. Well, how can I put it? You should only win the lottery. The amount of money that you win in the lottery should only be the amount of money that you have in a life insurance policy because it's a very high probability that you pass away before you win the lottery. And I say that because plenty of people I know have passed away and have never won the lottery. You get what I'm saying? So, self worth is important, right? And I understand, look good, smell good, feel good. Wear the nicest things if that's what you like. If you like the nice garments and all of that type of stuff and you like nice things, that's okay. My black people, that's okay, my black people, right? I know where we from. I know where we was on before we got here, right? But protect your wealth. Protect your home, protect your household, protect your legacy, protect your lineage. Make sure that your family can continue to move just like you was around. They'll love you for that. They'll always remember you for that, and that's important. You know, one of my good friends was telling me in regards to something that me and him both love. He was saying the only thing that is worth it in what we in here is to be remembered. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're not around, if you being remembered, you did something right, and that's huge. So, 'cause this is all we really got at the end of the day. So you can't take it with you, right? But I love y'all, man, and hopefully something was said that can be used. If you need any help, you can call me 844 Life 600, or you can message me on Facebook if you like. If you want to talk about anything, I'm here for you. Okay, if you want to talk about, um, it could be real estate, anything finance. If I don't know, I might know somebody who know about it, and I like to do research anyway if I don't know something. So, give me a holler, and I'll talk to you guys later. I love y'all.